After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
This defense for the Broncos, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast.
And look at this, it's a fake. And this is caught. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. After one, it's 9-0. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ryan. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Can see this quite a bit on running plays with the guys out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
Throwing again, Ryan. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. He's got room at the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st down, Ryan. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. Rolling to his right. Got an open man here, and it's KJ Hamler. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. 1st and 10, Taylor down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now Ryan. Over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Wilson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Wilson. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. That close on 3rd down. I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Ross again. He finds him again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down, Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. It's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Chase Edmonds, as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos would extend their lead here just before halftime.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. This taken in at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive. but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And not much there at all, as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. Fielded at the 33. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Wilson. He's got Dulcich going across the formation. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another 1st down at the Colts' 13-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Alert!
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Back to Taylor on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They run once more with Taylor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
You've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Taylor. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
Now, that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run it again with Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Williams. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run. This is Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Broncos are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And this is going to be a Colts first down as the tackle made here at the 36. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and get the first down.
1st and 10, Taylor now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and this was truly a total team effort.